In this short video, we'll discuss how you can create RFIs in SKYSITE. Prior to creating your first RFI, you can set custom attributes or information fields. This allows you to switch from our default RFI form to a custom one based on your needs. These attributes are project specific. Immediately after creating a project, you're prompted to set these attributes, so in many cases they're already available when you're ready to send your first RFI. If not, or if you'd like to change your initial settings, click on the More icon on your project. Select Project Settings from the drop-down menu. Once you navigate to the RFI tab, you can begin by adding up to 5 custom attributes. You can also set a starting RFI number and determine your required response time. Once set, choose Save. Once you have your custom attributes set, you can begin the process of creating your RFIs. The RFI creation process can begin at multiple locations. The first location is selecting the Project Management tab and then RFI. This will take you to the RFI management screen. You can now begin the RFI creation process. Simply select the Create RFI button in the top right corner of the screen. Because of the collaborative nature of RFIs, you can only send an RFI to someone who has full access to your project. They cannot be sent to someone simply in your address book by typing in someone's email address or with read-only access to the project. Click on the user icon, select an individual, and choose the Select User button. If desired, you can repeat the user selection process to CC this RFI to another user. Again, this must be a full access user. Next, you will go through each of the fields and when necessary, add your notes. Continuing on, the customer response time you indicated earlier is embedded in this RFI. As a reminder, the response time will be the response time for all RFIs associated to this project. Next, you can indicate whether there's a potential cost impact or schedule impact as a result of this RFI. Type your question into the question field and then look to add attachments. You can add attachments either from your computer by selecting the Upload File option or files from SKYSITE by selecting the Project Files option. You can attach as many files as you would like to your RFI. Once all of your information is populated in the RFI, select the Create RFI button. This will populate the RFI on your project management screen. In addition to creating RFIs beginning from within the project management window, you can also create an RFI from within the SKYSITE viewer. An advantage to working through the viewer is the ability to zoom into a section on the document and post the RFI directly at that section, as opposed to associating the RFI to a document in its entirety. Once you've identified the section in question, select the RFI button from your toolbar. You will see an RFI tag appear. Drag that onto the document and drop it where it's desired. This will pull up the Create RFI window. At this point, the RFI creation process is identical to what we showed earlier. The only exception is now you will find that the sheet has already been associated to the RFI. As before, you can add other sheets. However, any other sheet will be the entire sheet and not a zoomed in section as we've done here. Now, not only can the RFI be viewed within the RFI management window, but it can also be viewed from within the SKYSITE viewer. Regardless of how or where created, once it is created, the recipients of an RFI are notified via email. The information added to the RFI will be listed along with the due date. To access the RFI, they will click on View RFI. They will be brought to the SKYSITE page where, after logging in, they will navigate to the RFI management window where they can view the details, including the attachments of the RFI. Further information on how RFIs are managed will be discussed in the RFI management video.